Good morning, little nerds. I am Dr. Shereene Idriss, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a board-certified dermatologist based in New York City, and every Saturday morning we do a Pillow Talk Derm. So if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, yet you keep coming back every Saturday, subscribe below, like this video, and let me know what you want to learn about next week. I am whispering because I am hiding from my family behind the bathroom wall, but today we are going to cover the 8 biggest skincare mistakes that you guys are making. Why? Because a lot of sales are coming up and I do not want you guys spending your money stupidly and wastefully, very honestly. And I want to make sure that you guys feel empowered and you guys understand before you go and spend your paychecks on skincare and the latest and greatest, hoping for a miracle when that miracle is never going to come. For context, I see patients every single day of the week, 5 days a week. I see on average probably anywhere from 80 to 100 patients a week. And I am somebody who recognizes trends based on the nature of my profession. So starting with number one of the biggest mistakes that I see people making every single day, having a routine without any sort of focus. When I ask my patients, why are you guys on a exfoliating acid and a toner with exfoliating acids, a serum, a hydrating serum, a moisturizer, plus an occlusive and an oil, they all look at me like with a blank stare. I swear, I kid you not, they look at me with a blank stare and I ask them, what are you trying to achieve out of this? And their answers, 9 out of 10 times, like not age. And I'm like, yeah, good luck with that, because that's not gonna happen. So I don't say that in a mean way. I say that in a way where like, it's an obvious answer. You have to have a skincare routine that is tailored on your skin's biggest problems. Now I understand a lot of people have many different problems happening at the same time. But if you try to have a skincare routine addressing all these different problems from the get-go, you're never going to know when one issue has been resolved or getting better versus the other, because you're never going to know which product is doing what. And in the long run, it's only going to add noise to the confusion and make you more confused and feel disheartened and kind of feel like this is all crap. I need to go get a laser treatment instead. And that's just not the case. So first and foremost, find out what your biggest problem is. Is it pigmentation? More often than not, that's what I've noticed is the biggest issue in looking a little bit tired. Is it redness? Is it acne? Is it dehydration? You name it. Figure that part out. Create a very, very solid and streamlined routine addressing that problem and stick to it for at least 2 months. Over the course of 2 months, as you notice that problem getting better, then you can start implementing products addressing other problems, but you stick to them over the course of time in addition to what you've already started. So now you are building a foundation and a more streamlined and more solid routine over time. Trust me, it has not failed me yet. Number 2, listen to your skin. It's something that I tell my patients every single day. More often than not, they say, what do you mean listen to your skin? We can see our skin. I'm like, yeah, but you got to listen to it too. Listening to your skin means feeling your skin, understanding your skin, hearing your skin out, because your skin is giving you cues every single day. You have to wax and wane with the flow of your skin. It's a living, breathing organ. Some days your skin might feel irritated. Are you going to use an exfoliating acid that night, even though that's the night you're supposed to be exfoliating? Absolutely not. Are you going to be using a retinol that day if you're supposed to be retinoling that day? Absolutely not. Wax and wane with your skin. And I think this is one that really needs to be kind of pushed into your heads. One example I can kind of think of is like having protein in your diet. You're not eating red meat every single day. That would kill your body over time. You want to have some red meat, you want to have some fish, you want to have some chicken, you want to have some other form of protein, you want to have days where you're just eating vegetables. Your actual value intake when it comes to food is over a longer term view, and every day you're kind of building towards that so it's more cohesive and consistent. Does that make sense? I hope that analogy makes sense. Number 3, not adapting your skincare routine to your climate. And this is another one that I think should really be pushed on you guys. I'm going to share with you a diagram I made over the summer, because people with oily skin in a very humid climate are not the same as people with oily skin in a dry climate. And if you have dry skin in a humid climate, you're not the same human being as somebody with dry skin in a very dry climate. So this also is an extension of listen to your skin, because you can have a solid routine and add moisturizers, basic moisturizers into that routine, basic hydrating serums into that routine, but it has to be dependent on your skin type in your climate. If you're in a humid climate, get rid of the moisturizer. The sunscreen is probably going to be fine if you're oily. If you're very dry in a dry climate, pack it on. Get a mist, get a serum, get a moisturizer, in addition to focusing the essentials on your problem. So again, understanding your skin, understanding your climate works hand in hand. Number 4, which leads me to hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is not the holy grail humectant that the world and the beauty industry wants you to believe it is. It just isn't. And the reality is it's pretty much in every product out there. So try to limit how much HA you have in your routine. The same way you don't want to double dip kojic acid in every single step of your skincare routine. You don't need to have it in all 7 steps of your routine, number 1. But number 2, low molecular weight HA, my issue with it is that physiologically, when you get a cut, low molecular weight HA is released. When low molecular weight HA is released, it signals an inflammatory response that causes more inflammation, allowing for that wound to heal. If you have a low molecular weight HA in every step of your routine, your skin is going to get slightly more inflamed in the long run. And you definitely do not need a dedicated low molecular weight HA serum in your routine, especially not one that costs like $300, because that is highway robbery and just plain stupid. Yeah, some things are stupid and they must be called out. Number 5, overexfoliation. So prior to the pandemic, no one exfoliated. Then everybody thought they were geniuses and started exfoliating to a point where it got a little bit scary. And I don't think we've completely taken our foot off the gas when it comes to exfoliation, and people are still overdoing it. The trick here is overexfoliating intentionally, which is honestly a crime, versus overexfoliating unintentionally, which is a tragedy. A lot of products actually have exfoliating acids in them, and they're not marketed as exfoliating products. So you as a consumer have to know what to look out for. Glycolic, lactic, mandelic, salicylic are exfoliating acids. They're the classic ones. So if you're using your U-Beauty serum twice a day, and I love that serum, plus you're using an exfoliating acid, plus you're using a toner with an exfoliating acid, plus you're using some other serum, that you're going to be overdoing it. So you have to take a step back and understand what products have exfoliating acids so you don't overdo it and don't end up a tragic figure in the process. Maximum 3 to 4 times a week. Maximum. And much preferably, I prefer you guys do it at night after getting the day off your face and not in the morning, making your skin more sensitive to the sun. Number 6, not changing your pillowcases regularly. And I say this because you shouldn't be wearing the same underwear 7 days in a row. You really shouldn't. More than that is really bad. More than one in my book is like, okay, let's talk. But you ideally should be changing your underwear more regularly. And same applies for your pillowcase. If you do not have the bandwidth to do so, there are tricks you can actually do, like number 1, flipping your pillowcase on the other side. One pillow has 2 sides, and if you flip it, you have a fresh side the next day. If you want to take it a step further, you can even open your pillowcase and flip it inside out. It's not as good as changing it, but it's better than nothing. And on average, I change my pillowcase twice a week. I don't have the bandwidth to flip my pillowcase inside out all the time, but if I do the one side or the other 1 to 2 nights at most, I'm doing pretty good. And if I am a drooler, I don't want that drool, that spit, that whatever living on my pillowcase to breed who knows what, and then to reintroduce that onto my skin the next night. So I do make an effort every night to figure out which side of the pillow I am using, and I do actually flip it, and I do change my pillowcases twice a week. So that is what I feel about pillowcases, take it or leave it. I know the data is not there with acne, etc., but it's just a hygiene thing. And I have noticed differences, not just in my skin, but I've told patients to do this as well. And it's so low risk, pourquoi pas? You're not really spending extra money there. Number 7, laser treatments. Assuming a laser treatment is going to be the end-all solution to all of your problems, and I say this as a practicing cosmetic dermatologist who offers laser treatments day in and day out. One of the biggest things that pains my heart is when a patient comes in after a single treatment, disappointed that it didn't give them what they had wished for. And it breaks my heart because I always explain that to them ahead of time, so they weren't listening at the part of the consultation. But the assumption that a laser treatment is going to be the end-all be-all solution to your problems is not a good one. Lasers are as good as the work that you do afterwards on a consistent daily basis. Having a skincare routine that mirrors the effects that you are looking for from a laser treatment is going to be the best guarantee that you have to make sure that that laser treatment delivers and actually stays in the long run. Are you guys following me? So if you have hyperpigmentation and you go in for a Fraxel, but you're not on a skincare routine that is addressing discoloration, hyperpigmentation on a very regular basis, you're basically wasting money on the Fraxel. So if you are a new patient coming in with discoloration, I would make sure that you are first really on a solid skincare routine that you adhere to for the next 6 to 8 weeks. I see you back at that point. We look at your skin to really see that it's made a difference. I can tell, you can usually tell. And at that point, we do the laser to really up your skincare game. You don't go to the dentist once a year for a teeth cleaning, expecting your teeth to stay clean throughout the year without brushing your teeth every day. And I certainly hope you're brushing your teeth every day. Number 8, and this is the last one, not wearing sunscreen. Not wearing sunscreen is probably the most important one and should have been number 1, but I wanted to save it till the end so you don't roll your eyes. But number 8 is not wearing sunscreen because, yeah, I have no other words. Because it is the one thing that is going to be proactively protective. The sun is going to cause your collagen to break down early, i.e. wrinkles. The sun is going to cause your pigmentation to get worse, i.e. sunspots, brown spots, discoloration. The sun is going to cause the collagen within your blood vessels to get weaker slowly over time, i.e. redness, broken capillaries on your face. So when you think of aging with brown spots, redness, weakened collagen, sagging, loss of volume, a lot of it is also contributed by external factors. One of the biggest constant external factors, the sun, because without the sun, there would be no planet, there would be no planet, there would be no living, there would be no everyday life. So I think if you are going to be investing in your skin, in your skincare routine, and you're investing your time, effort, and energy, you're watching this video and you're still watching, wear the damn sunscreen, because that's going to be the best guarantee over time to having healthy skin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you took notes. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. And again, I apologize for speaking in a whispery kind of voice, but I do not want them to know that I'm hiding out in here. Have a beautiful Saturday.